Hey everyone, this is my March favourites video. I have had such a nightmare trying to film this video. I've had so many problems like my SD card playing up and then my battery, and then I filmed it the first time and decided that I hated the video. So this is like my third attempt now to try and get a good video. I look forward to doing these videos every month now. It's just a really nice way of getting together like a collection of things that I've been loving throughout the month and talking to you about them. Last night the clocks went forward 1 hour, so that is so exciting because it just means there's going to be lighter nights, which means more time to do blog photos and get videos done and stuff. I actually feel like this is like a blogger's favourite time of the year, so I'm really excited about having lighter nights. I also realised before doing this video, I did my hair like this today, that I didn't know that I could do sort of like French braids, French plaits sort of thing. I had no idea that I could do it. So I've done my hair like this today, which I'm kind of loving. It feels a little bit like chav chic, especially with like the hoop earrings, but I'm kind of digging that. So during this video, if you notice there's something like sticking out here, that's Misty. He's having a little sleep on my bed. I feel too bad to move him. Okay, so I have a few things to talk about this month that are from Lush. So I actually have 3 things to talk about. I'm planning on doing a Lush video, which is going to be on my favourite products from Lush, just because I feel like when I first started using Lush products, I used to always go for bath and the shower type of things, but now I tend to go more towards the facial care, hair stuff, that type of thing, and I've kind of built up a little collection of products that I use I really love. So I've got quite a few at the moment, so I'm planning on doing a video over the next month or 2, which is going to be my Lush favourites. I can look forward to watching that. This month I have quite a few products because for Mother's Day I wanted to grab my mum a few things. I obviously ended up looking for myself. I just couldn't help it. I have such a weakness for Lush. So the first thing that I picked up when I was in there is this Rosy Cheeks face mask. I haven't ever tried any face masks from Lush before. On this particular day, I was speaking to the man in the shop about them. I was asking if they had any which was good for blemishes or redness on the skin, because that's something I suffer from a lot, and he recommended this one. I already kind of had an inkling that he would suggest this one because I've seen this about quite a bit. It does say on there that it has calamine powder which soothes skin and calms rosiness. That is really what I was looking for. I tried this last night. I absolutely love the product. It's a really nice mask. I applied quite a generous amount on my face and left it on for 10 to 15 minutes, which is what it recommends. Another thing that I love about this product is that you have to keep it in the fridge. It's a lot more nicer to apply on your skin, so if you do have a lot of problem skin, keeping like products like your moisturiser and that type of thing in the fridge just adds that extra element to using the product, because it just feels so much more soothing, and that is what I really love about that. I guess it's just obviously because the ingredients and stuff in it, but it really adds to the product and it just feels really nice when you apply it. The other thing is when you take the face mask off, I have a lot of problems with some face masks that I buy that when I put it on, they're so hard to get off your face, especially the ones that are like clay masks and stuff. I have to get like a wet flannel and sort of wipe my face. I like the ones that I can just wash and it comes off. This one just comes off straight away. It comes away from the skin really easily. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I prefer it. It just saves so much time and so much hassle having to like scrub my face to get a face mask off. Afterwards, it felt really nice and smooth on my skin, and I was just really pleased with the product overall. Next thing I wanted to talk about from Lush is a little bubble bar, which looks like this, which is so cute. It is part of their new spring range that's just come out. I seen these straight away, my eyes were just drawn straight to it. Even though it was cute, I thought, sometimes when you see products, not just in Lush but anywhere, you kind of think they're really nice, and you smell them, you're not so keen. I love this product so much, like as soon as I smelled it, I just fell in love. It smells like violets. I should have a packet here. And it says it has in it jasmine absolute, rose absolute, it's got like lavender powder in there, so you can just tell it's a very soothing, quite calming product to use. Something that you would use maybe before going to bed, having a nice bath before you go to bed. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. Kind of a little bit of a contradiction including this in favourites video because I haven't actually tried it yet, but I just know I'm going to love it. Bubble bars from Lush are my favourite to use. That's just because I love a good bubble bath. It has a lot of like glitter in it, so I feel like it's going to be quite glittery, maybe give a little bit of a purple colour to the water as well. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to use that product. Then also when I was in Lush, I was looking at that bubble bar and I decided straight away that I was going to buy it. I love the smell of it, and because it smells like violets, I asked if they had anything else that shared that scent, because my mum really loves violety smells. She loves like Parma violets and stuff. So I thought that I could get her something that smelled in that scent. He showed me around a couple of products that shared like a similar smell to them. He showed me this shower gel. So I also bought her the Plum Rain shower gel as well. But I included this in my favourites because I really love this shower gel. I didn't actually know that this one had like a violet scent to it. But oh, it smells so good. It smells like exactly the same as the bubble bar, but it has quite an earthy like undertone to it. It smells really, really sweet as well. It has sweet violet leaf in it, fair trade vanilla, blueberry juice. You can just tell it's a really fruity scented product. I really, really love shower gels from Lush. They always feel like they last so long, even like a little bottle like this. So this is another favourite this month. If you read my blog quite often and you see a lot of the outfit posts and stuff that I do, I recently have been wearing sunglasses quite a lot. It's getting to that time of year now where it feels like acceptable to wear sunglasses again. I actually kind of realised over the last few weeks that I have quite a big obsession with sunglasses. I have quite a lot now, so another video that I'm going to be filming soon is going to be my glasses collection, because I just have loads. I don't have a lot of designer sunglasses and that type of thing. They're more ones I've picked up from like vintage and fairs. Sunglasses I've bought from Primark. I tend to feel like Primark do a lot of like dupe sunglasses. At the moment in there they have a lot of new sunglasses that have just come in that I've noticed, and I picked up a pair. They actually have very similar ones that I'm dubbing the Helen Anderson sort of style sunglasses, because I know she wears a lot of quirky, very like vintage sort of looking sunglasses. I picked up these ones. So they look like this. I'll just pop them on. I just think they're so cool. I love this whole cat eye look to them, which I feel like for me fits to like my face shape. This type of style I feel like suits me. So I'm absolutely loving these. What I also love about them is that they are blue, and to me that just feels really summery, something that I would definitely take on holiday with me. And they've just got really simple black frames on there with a little bit of silver, and they're just really big, and that's what I love about them. I've really got into like big sunglasses. I fell in love with like tinted sunglasses last year. I feel like that collection is just going to grow even more. I think that these were £3 I think from Primark, which isn't bad at all. Another thing I wanted to talk about is something that some people might find quite boring, but if you're into teas and you like drinking coffee and that type of thing, then you'll really enjoy this one. Some chocolate tea. I think that sounds a little bit strange. I wanted to include it because it is really, really nice. First thing I have to say though is that it doesn't taste like chocolate, which sounds like hilarious to say that it's chocolate tea, it doesn't taste like chocolate. If you know like Werther's Original Sweets, I feel like it tastes a little bit like that, a bit more of caramel tasting. But I feel like products like this are really great for people who crave like chocolate and a lot of sweet things, and they're trying to like move themselves away from that type of thing. Having something like this, it's like having something sweet but without all the sort of sugar and that type of thing. It feels a lot healthier to have something like this. I'm sort of talking from like personal experience because I have such a sweet tooth. Like I'm really, really bad for it. I just crave sweet things all of the time. I'm not so much of a savoury person, which I feel like is an absolute curse for me, to be honest. You get 50 tea bags in here, so these are just from Tesco and they're Tesco's Finest. I don't know if they have anything similar anywhere else. I've only seen these in Tesco. It has the taste of chocolate and vanilla, so the vanilla really adds to that sweet taste. Also, another thing that I love about this tea is that it is made just like a normal cup of tea. I know a lot of tea bags you buy that have infusions within them, they usually recommend that you don't add milk. They want you to like enjoy the flavour. This you make just like a normal cup of tea, which I love because I love like a milky cup of tea, so it's nice to add the milk into it. So on to television now. This is a little bit of a cringe one, but over the past couple of weeks I've really been loving watching America's Next Top Model. So I am an absolute sucker for watching Programmes like that, like I love Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model, I love Project Runaway, those type of programmes that are very over the top, like sort of filled with a lot of drama and stuff. America's Next Top Model I love because it is exactly that. It's quite serious in parts, and I feel like sometimes you should feel quite sad and upset about a lot of the things that happen in it, but at the same time it's quite funny. I know that's a really bad thing to say. I've literally just keep sitting there and watching like 2 or 3 episodes at a time. I have no idea how far it is in the US and that type of thing at the moment, so I don't know if there's already been like the winner announced. I'm sort of like halfway through, I think, but I'm getting to that point now where I'm starting to worry about people who are going to be leaving, or I'm starting to get to the point where I'm quite angry about why have they not gone yet. I know who my favourite is and I'm really rooting for them to win. This season as well they also have Rita Ora on there. At the beginning I wasn't really that fond of Rita Ora, but I've like grown to like her a lot more now. Kind of miss Tyra Banks a little bit, but I feel like she's gonna like pop up at some point. So I've really been enjoying watching that. Whilst I'm talking about television though as well, I also wanted to mention that in the last video I did, I mentioned a TV series called Legion, which I don't know why, but I just didn't mention the name. Like, I didn't say Legion, so I mentioned that in the description box below in that last video. I'm so sorry that I didn't say that, but that is a TV programme that I was talking about, and I just wanted to speak about it because they've been picked up for a season 2, which I'm so excited about because I was kind of getting a little bit worried, a little bit of relief watching it knowing that there's going to be a season 2, so that's really exciting. We've seen Beauty and the Beast recently. The prince at the end, Dan Stevens, he's the main character from Legion. So if you've watched Legion, then please let me know. If you haven't started watching it, then yeah, it's definitely worth a watch because it's a really good TV series. Leading on from talking about Dan Stevens, this month I went to go and watch Beauty and the Beast, which I was massively excited about, which is quite surprising because I really don't like Disney films. I've never really been that into the whole Disney thing. Even being a child, I was never really that big on it. I actually did Beauty and the Beast as a production when I was at school though, so I had to watch that to sort of get into it and learn the characters and that type of thing. So I think from then I kind of had like a real love for Beauty and the Beast. I'm not a big lover of musicals. I feel like after watching La La Land, I kind of think, actually, do I like musicals? I think I'm actually sort of grown to like them. So I really love watching Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was a really good film. I wish that the plot was more of like a story to it. It felt like they like fell in love a little bit too quickly. It felt like such a long film, but it kind of wasn't like enough involved in it. One part that I really did love about the film though was when they did Be Our Guest, because that is like a big like moment I think in that film. I love that part in it. It's a shame that like Dan Stevens was only in it for like 5 minutes at the end, because you know it's Dan Stevens and he's hot, so I was quite looking forward to seeing when he changed into the prince. Also I love Emma Watson and I thought she played the part really well, and it was just a really good film. Then last but not least, I wanted to mention music this month, and it has to be Glass Animals. I went to go and see them at the beginning of the month, which I was so excited about because Glass Animals have been one of my favourite bands for so long. Jay bought me tickets at Christmas, so it's been quite a long wait since Christmas to see them, but I didn't even know they were touring when Jay bought me the tickets, so it was such a nice surprise. So I went to go and see them, and the first thing I have to talk about is that they had a giant pineapple on the stage that was like a giant disco ball, like a giant pineapple disco ball. Also they had like cactuses either side of the stage, so that was just really amazing. Even like the lights and everything just went with the whole show. It was just really good. The thing that I absolutely loved about it was that I felt like they really wanted to be there, and they were very like appreciative of the fact that everyone turned up to see them, and they felt like they just gave like a little bit extra. It was really nice to see the lead singer just fully enjoying being there. It's one of the best I've been to in ages. If you don't know who Glass Animals are, there'll be a little bit of an intro that you would have have heard just before like this part. So if you like the sound of that, then I'll link below like some of their videos and stuff that you can listen to, because they're such a good band and I feel like they're really underrated. Another reason I wanted to speak about them is because they've just recently brought out a new single, which is from their latest album, which is called Pork Soda. And Pork Soda is my favourite song of theirs. It's off their new album and I like fell in love with it straight away. They're a very quirky band and they're quite cool, but at the same time they're a little bit geeky. A lot of genres sort of in one. They're very indie and like electronic at the same time. I also absolutely love off their latest album, Agnes. Seeing that live was incredible. If you like the sound of them, make sure you check them out. So that is it for this month. I feel like I've rambled so much during that video. I feel like this was quite a chatty favourites video, but I really hope that you enjoyed watching it. Please make sure that when you watch this video that you like it, because it makes me really happy. I also love reading the comments as well down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, just thanks everyone for watching. Bye!